Hello everybody, this is Garden Fairy. Welcome back to my channel. This is a continuance of the last one. Unfortunately, I lost track of
Father
time
says I'm too young to train with the sword,
and
so I practice with my fists.
ended up going all the way to the end of where it would actually allow me to record without doing any sign-offs or anything. So, we are continuing where we left off. We are over here in Dragon's Reach. We just got done going through and learning a few enchantments. Now we are going to head on out and we are going to try and see if we can finish investigating the death threat
You look
on
tired,
the
friend.
Jarl.
The Bannered Mare has beds for it.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Alright.
I work with my mother.
So,
Sell fruits and vegetables.
what I am going to do now is see. Let's see. We are going to check the stables.
Old friend, patron of the great clan Battleborn.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, even if you are my elder. Bits and baubles for sale.
Find myself going more and more
Nope,
into this
sorry.
view because I'm more comfortable in this view now. I think that's mainly because I don't remember how to expand the view. And because of what I went through before, as far as oh. Alright, here we go. The Khajiit.
The air is so clear in Skyrim. One can see
The
forever.
warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Aster bloom coal, chokeweed, coda flower, daedra silk, moon sugar, salt, fishing map. Oh. I've heard you've been running into trouble along the road.
It is all in this note.
Why sell your goods in Skyrim?
An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made.
I'm curious about your
The
homeland.
Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. They're a city so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly.
Alright, now we are going to read Versailles' note on the bandit attacks. The roads have been unkind to this one, plagued by outlaws along the route from Whiterun to Markarth. Guards travel with Versailles, yes, but they are ill-equipped to deal with ones such as this. They wield strange golden weapons and wear gleaming armor. Versailles has read of such things only in stories. Their encampment is found just west of North Brittleshan Pass. Each time they set upon us, they shout, "The saints would like to browse your wares today." The brutes steal mostly trinkets and oddities, no matter how cheap this one knows them to be. Then they allow Versailles to go on his way. Versailles has not yet fought back. While it has harmed this one's coin purse, it is not worth a life. Versailles has heard of another gang patrolling the roads further north, calling themselves the Seducers. They are known for their menacing dark armor. Skyrim grows more perilous by the day. They are known to camp along the road west of Fort Castave. This one would pay handsomely to any who would help. Versailles fears for any who might come to harm at the hands of these worrisome pests. I've already read that one.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Alright. Now we're gonna come over here. Just come on over this way.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. Gal like you needs a war horse, I reckon.
How old are your horses?
None of 'em's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours.
Okay.
Ride strong. Only thing better than riding a swift horse is riding a swift horse over the enemy.
Stable hand's note. The dark elf was smart to choose me. Scars aside, I can pass as a stable boy easily enough. I'll tell the shopkeep I got bucked by a wild one and landed face first into the briars. I'm smart like that. The other bandits always poke fun at my face, saying I look like a newborn babe, but it comes in handy for jobs like this. After seeing how well the dark elf pays, the entire gang will be looking for a razor pretty soon. Speaking of which, I'm supposed to meet my mysterious benefactor back at the stables, and not at the Silent Moon's camp. Not sure why, but he says if I'm followed, it's best to stay in character until I'm well clear of the city gates. I hope he doesn't sneak up on me while I wait. I nearly soiled myself the last time. But, smart guy that I am, I bought this tome to help me find them. Thing is, I opened it up and can't for the life of me figure out how it works. Only a matter of time, though, for a guy like me. Alright, now what are we supposed to do? Silent Moon's camp. Halted Stream Camp, Tundra Homestead. Mirrored Watch. I don't quite remember where to go. Orkstead, Golden Hills Plantation. Oh, duh! Show on the map. I guess I'll just go ahead and put it right there. Items. Weapons.
The wind blows bitter cold in this place. Take a look.
Sell those. East March, Jot March, Rift. There. Sell those. Hilarious.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
All right.
Tools, wares, and weapons. All for sale at fair prices. Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours. Far I have traveled to bring you these fine goods. Come and see what I offer. Come and see what goods I offer.
Okay. Now what we're going to do, sorry about the brief interlude. We're gonna come in here. And I'm gonna put a couple of things in the barrel. In order to lighten my load. I apologize, I will be right back.
You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
Hello. I apologize
This was
for
as
the,
stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
Alright. We're gonna come over here. Talk to
I've got your back.
Fandal. Trade some items.
What do you want me to carry?
Okay. Gonna keep those. You can keep those. Take those.
You lead, I'll follow.
Those are gonna be stored. Store that. Heretical thoughts. Zealotry is an abomination that must be wiped from the Shivering Isles. We cannot suffer their beliefs to spread to even one more soul. They name us heretics for our lack of belief. We gladly accept the name and will make a honorable one. It is not heresy to speak truth. It is not heresy to speak out against an unjust lord. It is not heresy to take arms and action in defense of true belief. We are the so-called heretics of the Shivering Isles, but we do not speak heresy. We speak the truth. Our Lord Sherogorath is but a man. He is only flesh and blood, not a god, and certainly not a Daedric prince. There are no princes in the realms of the Daedra. Only vile servitors such as the Hungers that we summon to do our bidding. Sherogorath the False is a mad despot. Years of dabbling in foul magic and consorting with the Daedra have driven him mad. He is not a fit ruler, let alone divine. He perverts the teachings of Arin Sul, he who gave his heart's blood. When the truth of our cause is common knowledge among the people, we will drive him from New Sheoth and put that cesspool to the sword. His 4 limbs will be scattered to the 4 winds. 4 limbs will be scattered to the 4 winds. His head will rest upon the hill of suicides, and his heart shall be burnt in the flames of freedom. His entrails shall be fed to the dogs. We will make all the people of the Shivering Isles wear the robes of the heretics. By these robes we know each other to be true non-believers. The people shall return to the wilderness and live among the wild things as we do. They will see the wisdom and purity of the life we lead, and they will hail us as saviors. Excuse me. That is, wow. Saints and Seducers by Indochi Marie. Author's note. This volume attempts to catalog and analyze known, suspected, and rumored facts about the 2 races that serve to maintain order within the Shivering Isles. It is by no means intended to serve as the authoritative work on the matter. Rather, it is a personal effort on the part of the author to better understand these unique creatures. In service of the Lord. It is beyond the scope of this work to determine the origins of the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers. They are Daedra, and as such their base existence is a mystery to those mortal born. The commonly held belief that all Daedra are incapable of creation suggests that even Lord Sherograth himself is not responsible for the genesis of these races. Yet, it is worth noting that the Prince of Madness has motives and powers that none may guess to attempt to do so. To attempt to do so would only confuse the subject further. It is enough, then, to see that they exist and know that it is so. Beyond this knowledge, however, it's curious that the Saints and Seducers serve Lord Sherograth unerringly. This allegiance is ultimate and eternal, from all indications, but its source is unknown. Could it be that they themselves were tricked into service by the mad god? Or do they simply ally themselves with the greatest power in the realm? Previous literary works suggest that Daedra choose to serve their masters, so they might find protection and safe harbor. Clearly, the Saints and Seducers have this in the Shivering Isles. Indeed, they have fortresses which few not of their race are allowed to enter. They have power in the realm, acting as guardians of those who serve Lord Sheogorath. Constantly they vie for the favor of our Lord, fighting any who oppose him, and at times even each other. It is reasonable to assume, then, that they have made a willing choice to take up their role in the Isles. Character and society. The immediate image called to mind when hearing the name Golden Saint suggests an angelic figure, elegant and benevolent. It's ironic, then, that while the Golden Saints embody this image in form, their behavior is in stark contrast to it. The Saints are a proud, arrogant race, quick to anger and cruel in their punishment. There is no question that they view all in the Isles as inferior, and make no effort to hide this in their interactions. Dark Seducers also exhibit little beyond their appearance to match their names. While they, too, assert their superiority over all others in the realm, they appear to have a more patient, introspective nature about them. They often appear humble in their dealings with mortals, and are known to be patient with the lesser races. In fact, the terms Golden Saint and Dark Seducer are external constructs, While the two groups recognize and respond to these names, they have their own names for their races, the Oriole and the Mazcan, respectively. It is possible the Daedra simply have no concern for the names and titles given to them by lesser beings, or perhaps they find amusement in the names. Further research into the subject is necessary, but daunting, as the Saints and Seducers do not freely offer personal information about themselves. Other information can be gathered from observation. It's easy to see that the two groups are strongly militaristic in their societal structure. One's strength and discipline determines one's place in society. Military commanders, for example, are revered by their subordinates. With further observation, a second distinction becomes apparent. Both societies are matriarchal in nature. Females lead the guards within New Sheoth and have the highest positions of power. Males, while not openly denigrated, are clearly subservient to their female superiors. It is unclear whether this practice began, or where this practice began, but has been wholly integrated into the daily lives of both races. Conflict and conquest. Any resident of the Shivering Isles can confirm that it is unwise to provoke the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers. They thrive on conflict and warfare and are quick to punish any and all who disobey. Acting in their capacity as guardians of the realm does not satisfy them, however, and so they often engage in combat with one another, despite being garrisoned in areas where they are unlikely to interact. It is possible that this is more than an outlet for aggressive behavior. Repeated engagements between the two races may be an effort to gain favor with the Lord Sheogorath. If one can triumph over the other, it would prove superiority and a right to gain sole control over the realm. The battle for Cailern is of particular interest, as both sides have been locked in combat with no hope of resolution for time beyond memory. Does this combat serve to sharpen the skills of the two sides, or weaken them when they could be directed elsewhere? If the conflict cannot be resolved, why then does Lord Sheogorath not step in and settle it himself? Religion and ceremony. Little is known about the private customs of the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers. They are reclusive when it comes to matters specific to their race, particularly regarding the mysterious process by which they return to the realm in the unlikely event of their death. It is common knowledge that Golden Saints and Dark Seducers as Daedra cannot be killed. The animus of the Daedra is cast back into the darkness of oblivion and can return to the realm to take form once more. But reports of the time it takes for a Daedra to return to the realm from the waters of oblivion are anecdotal and inconclusive. The process by which this return occurs remains shrouded in mystery. Based on behavior patterns and strength in numbers, it can be deduced that the stronghold for each race plays some major part in this process. Common phrases in language, such as, "May the chimes call you home," suggest that rather than merely a metaphor, sound may play some role in the sequence of events. It is believed that the chimes referred by saints and seducers do indeed exist, and are considered almost holy relics. Attempts to gain information about these chimes, or the process by which they are used, has been met with exceptional hostility, and so have been abandoned. Any and all information regarding the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers, particularly relating to private customs and origins, should be brought to the attention of the author immediately. The greater the scope of our knowledge, the better our ability to understand these compelling creatures. Okay, we are going to take a look at the active effects. Okay, we're cold, drained, and peckish. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to eat. I'm gonna eat some beef, a couple cabbage, and get a drink of ale.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
And we're gonna come in here.
This is a local
Alright.
favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Sure thing, it's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
We'll go right there. Jake, get out here and stay out of the bedroom. Health. We'll do archery.
More when his ugly.
Now, going to have cooked brook bass, some cheese, some milk, and a couple of potatoes.
Red head rolled around on the floor.
What do you need, my friend?
Alright, now let's see.
Take pity, lady, and spare me a few.
The security
over
in
here.
Whiterun is terrible.
Maybe
Shame-
some other time I'll reveal your destiny. Tea leaves, palm reading,
No, I want the
crystal
cooking spit.
scrying. Ooh, maybe trepanning.
Scroll down and see what
There
all
once
we
was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to
Swear
Whiterun from
fondue.
Auroric
I'll make
stead.
that.
And the braggart did bagger and branded brandished his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made.
And the stew.
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie, and
Artemis.
you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you
You don't get my
down
pancakes,
and
sweetheart.
And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lad charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more. His ugly red head rolled around.
All right, now. Wesson, you need to lay down, bud. Let's go this way.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
All right.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale, Breeze Hall. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested.
I will. Thank you. All right. Restore that. Store that. All right. Now those are stored.
I'm right behind you.
Fendel, I want you
What do you want me to carry?
to take one of the camping supplies.
Let's get going then.
Excuse me.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damned shopkeepers.
They must be going nuts over the neighbor. All right. Sammy, come on now. Lay down. All right, now let's see here. Silent Moon's Camp. Alright, still looks like I need to go over this way a bit. So... Now we're gonna go over this way and we're gonna check the ingredients. And we're gonna go through every single one of them that has an unknown. We're gonna eat. And that's going to help us to figure out, or start to figure out, what is what. Resist magic. Chokeweed. Weakness to frost. Coda flower. Damage health. Quirk bulb root. Paralysis. Daedra silk. Lingering damage stamina. Glowing mushroom. Resist shock. Moon sugar. Weakness to fire. Nightshade. Damage health. Steel blue Entoloma. Restore magic. Tundra cotton. Resist magic. And there we go. There we are. Okay. Wait a minute. What is over here? I know that there's... No. Somewhere around in here is a Nern root. Right there. Okay. Sammy, that's not gonna help, sweetheart. I can't have you on my lap. I'm eating and I'm working. Alright.
No lollygagging.
Thistle. Alright, now we're gonna cross here. Oh. And... Sammy! Come on now. Underneath. It's over here somewhere. Just gotta figure out where. I don't remember where it's at over here. Oh, there it is. All right. Now I wonder. I apologize for any and all who cannot hear me. My fur babies seem to have something else in mind this morning. I'm going to do a quick save. Alright. This is all we have time for in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in the next video for a continuance of what we are doing here and trying to get the money together for both the homestead that I'm about to show you the outside of and the house that is inside of Whiterun. Remember, it is okay to game, it is okay to be a gamer, just don't let it take over your life. Also, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and to be informed each time I upload a new video. Hit that bell icon and you'll get notified. Happy gaming, everybody.